How to win with AI in 2026. AI is not the future, it's the present scoreboard. What if the gap between you and your competitor isn't talent, money, or time, it's AI adoption speed? Right now, businesses that have integrated AI into their daily workflows are operating at a speed you simply cannot match manually. They are producing more content, closing more deals, building better products, and spending less money doing it. The scoreboard is already up. The question isn't whether AI will change your industry. It already did. The question is whether you're on the winning team or the losing one. Every day you delay is a day you give away your lead. The companies printing money in 2026 are not smarter than you, they just move first. The window is not closed, but it is closing. You don't need to be an AI expert, you need to be an AI user, and you need to start today. The operator mindset. Stop using AI, start deploying it. What if everything you believed about how to use AI has been completely wrong from the start? Most people treat AI like a fancy Google search. They type a question, get an answer, close the tab. That's not using AI, that's wasting AI. The people winning right now think like operators, not users. They build systems. They create AI workflows that run while they sleep. They automate their repetitive tasks so they can spend 100% of their time on high-leverage decisions. The difference between a user and an operator is the difference between someone who hires a contractor to fix one pipe and someone who builds a plumbing company. One solves today's problem. The other builds tomorrow's revenue. Stop asking AI to help you. Start building AI systems that work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without complaints, without sick days, and without a salary. Speed is the new skill. Execution beats perfection. What if your obsession with getting it perfect is the exact reason you're getting left behind? In 2026, speed is the most valuable skill in business. The market no longer rewards the most polished product. It rewards the product that ships first, learns fastest, and iterates hardest. AI has compressed the timeline for everything. Content creation, product development, customer research, sales scripts, ad copy. What used to take a team of 10 people 2 weeks now takes one person with the right AI stack 2 hours. If you're still perfecting instead of publishing, testing instead of launching, planning instead of executing, you are handing your market share to someone who is willing to ship ugly, learn fast, and improve in public. Perfectionism is procrastination wearing a business suit. AI doesn't care about your aesthetics. It cares about your output. Move faster, ship more, improve constantly. The new leverage. One person can now do what teams did. What if one person with the right AI stack could outproduce an entire department? This is not a hypothetical anymore. It is happening in real companies right now. A solo founder using AI tools for writing, design, coding, research, customer support, and marketing is operating with the leverage of a team of 15 people at a fraction of the cost. This changes everything about how you build a business. You don't need to hire your way to growth anymore. You need to systematize your way to growth. The old model was make more money, hire more people. The new model is build smarter systems, keep more profit. AI is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter if you're a Fortune 500 company or a one-person operation in your bedroom. The leverage available to you right now is unprecedented in human history. The only question is whether you're willing to pick it up and use it. AI won't replace you, but someone using AI will. What if the biggest threat to your career isn't artificial intelligence? It's the person sitting next to you who figured out how to use it first. Everyone keeps asking the wrong question. They ask, will AI take my job? The correct question is the person who does my job better than me learning AI right now? Because that's your real competition. The human who combines domain expertise with AI fluency becomes 10 times more valuable overnight. The human who refuses to adapt becomes redundant. Not because a robot replaced them, but because another human ran circles around them using tools they refused to learn. Your experience, your judgment, your relationships, they are irreplaceable. But those assets need to be amplified by AI, not defended against it. The smartest move you can make in 2026 is to become the most AI-literate person in every room you walk into. The compound effect. Early AI adoption creates unfair advantages. What if every single week you use AI is compounding your advantage in a way that becomes mathematically impossible to catch up to? This is the most dangerous and exciting thing about AI adoption right now. The compounding effect. Every workflow you automate frees up more time to build more systems. Every system you build produces more data. More data makes your decisions sharper. Sharper decisions create better outcomes. Better outcomes attract more resources. And then you do it all again, faster. Meanwhile, the person who waited is starting from 0 when you're already at step 40. Compounding is the most powerful force in business, and AI is compounding faster than anything we've ever seen before. The people who adopt early don't just win, they create gaps so large that late adopters spend years trying to catch up. Start compounding today. Every week matters. Every system counts. What if I told you that right now, at this exact moment, your biggest competitor is not a person, not a company, not even a better product. It's a decision. One decision that some people in this room have already made and others are still sitting on the fence about. That decision is whether you are going to use AI to build an unfair advantage or let someone else use it to build one against you. Because here's what nobody is telling you. AI doesn't care about your years of experience. It doesn't care about your MBA. It doesn't respect your seniority, your brand, or how hard you work to get here. What AI cares about is one thing only: who picks it up and uses it with intent, with strategy, and with speed. Today, we are going to talk about how to win with AI in 2026. Not theory, not speculation. Real, tactical truths about how the game is being played right now and how you can be on the side that wins. AI is not the future. It's the present scoreboard. Let's get one thing straight right now. AI is not a trend you can wait out. It is not a hype cycle that will cool down and let you catch up later at your own pace. The scoreboard is already live and the scores are already being written. Right now, this week, this month, businesses that have embedded AI into their operations are compressing what used to take weeks into hours. They are producing 50 pieces of content where you are producing 5. They are running 10 customer experiments where you are running 1. They are answering support tickets at 3 in the morning without paying a single person to do it. This is not magic. This is not unfair. This is the direct result of making a decision you haven't made yet. The gap between early adopters and late adopters in AI is not going to stay narrow. It is widening every single week. The window to enter this race while it's still winnable is open, but I promise you it will not stay open forever. The question you need to answer before you leave this room today is not, should I start using AI? The question is, why haven't I started already? And what is that costing me every single day I delay? The operator mindset. Stop using AI, start deploying it. Here is the single most important mindset shift you need to make today. There is a massive difference between someone who uses AI and someone who deploys AI. A user opens a chat window, asks a question, gets an answer, and moves on. An operator builds a system where AI is running tasks on autopilot, generating reports, drafting emails, qualifying leads, creating content, while the operator focuses only on the things that require a human brain. Which one are you right now? Be honest. Because if you are using AI as a fancier search engine, you are getting 10% of its value. The real money, the real competitive advantage, the real time leverage, it lives in the systems. It lives in the automations. It lives in the AI workflows that run in the background while you're in meetings, while you're sleeping, while you're with your family. The businesses that are scaling without hiring armies of people right now are not doing it because they're smarter than you. They're doing it because they sat down, mapped out their repetitive tasks, and replaced those tasks with AI systems. You can do the exact same thing, but you have to stop thinking like a user and start thinking like an operator. Build the system once, let it work forever. Speed is the new skill. Execution beats perfection. I want to challenge something you were probably taught your whole career. That quality takes time, and you should never release something until it's perfect. In 2026, that belief is a business killer. The market has completely changed its reward system. It no longer pays the biggest reward to the most polished product. It pays the biggest reward to the product that shipped first, got feedback fastest, and improved the quickest. AI has completely collapsed the timeline for execution. The ad campaign that used to take a creative agency 2 weeks to produce, you can now generate 10 versions of it in 2 hours. The market research that used to require hiring a firm, you can now do it yourself with AI tools in an afternoon. The email sequence, the blog post, the product description, the sales script, what used to be a week of work is now an hour of work. This means the only remaining competitive advantage is not skill, it's speed of execution. The person who ships 10 experiments per week will always outperform the person who ships 1 perfect thing per month. Stop polishing, start publishing, use AI to move 10 times faster, learn 10 times faster, and build 10 times more. Perfectionism was never a virtue, it was always a fear. And AI has made it completely unaffordable. The new leverage, one person can now do what teams did. I want you to really sit with this one because it is going to change how you think about building a business. In 2026, one person with the right AI stack can do what previously required a team of 15. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not using metaphors. This is literal. A single operator using AI for content creation, customer research, sales outreach, product documentation, social media, data analysis, and basic coding is outputting more work than a mid-sized department at a fraction of the cost and with zero management overhead. This completely breaks the old model of business growth. The old formula was more revenue, more people, more complexity, more problems. The new formula is better systems, more automation, higher output, higher profit margins, less chaos. You no longer need to be big to be powerful. You need to be smart and systematized. And here's the part that should genuinely excite you. This leverage is available to you right now, today, regardless of your budget, your team size, or your industry. The tools exist. The platforms are built. The only thing standing between you and that leverage is the decision to go get it. Take it. AI won't replace you, but someone using AI Let me dismantle the fear so we can replace it with something useful: urgency. The fear that AI is going to take your job is a distraction. Here is the real threat: the person sitting next to you right now who is quietly learning every AI tool available, building their skills, and becoming twice as productive as you are. That person is your competition, not a robot. A human who made a different decision than you. Your experience is real, your judgment is valuable, your relationships are irreplaceable. Nobody is arguing that. But those assets, unaugmented by AI, are running at half capacity in 2026. The doctor who knows AI diagnostic tools sees twice as many patients. The marketer who knows AI tools produces 5 times more content. The developer who knows AI coding tools ships 3 times faster. In every single industry, the professionals who combine their domain expertise with AI fluency are not just more productive, they are becoming the most valuable people in their field, fast. This is not a threat. This is one of the greatest opportunities in the history of careers. But opportunities have expiry dates. The window to become the most AI literate person in your industry is open right now. Walk through it. The compound effect. Early AI adoption creates unfair advantages. Here is the final truth, and it is the most important one I will say today. Every single week you use AI effectively, you are not just gaining a small advantage, you are compounding an advantage. And compounding is the most brutal, unstoppable force in all of business. Here's how it works. You automate one process. Let's say email follow-ups. That saves you 5 hours a week. You use those 5 hours to build another system. That system generates leads for you automatically. Those leads turn into revenue. That revenue funds better AI tools. Better tools create more output. More output builds your brand. Your brand attracts better opportunities. And on and on and on. While the person who waited is still doing their email follow-ups manually in year 2. This is not a small gap. This becomes an uncrossable chasm. You have everything you need. You have the access. You have the tools. You have the knowledge. The only thing left is the decision. The decision to stop being a spectator in the AI era and start being a builder. The decision to stop using AI casually and start deploying it strategically. The decision to stop worrying about being replaced and start becoming irreplaceable. The world in 2026 is not waiting for the cautious, the indecisive, or the comfortable. It is aggressively rewarding the ones who move with speed, build with intention, and compound their edge relentlessly. That person can be you. That person should be you. Now, go be that person.